Wow. That's subpar. All right, we're live. You know what? I think everything's upside down. Better, I guess. What a pain in the butt. What a pain in the butt. Give me a second to get onto my computer here so I can stay up to date. Obviously, this is the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors, and we are auctioning knives. This is Amish jalapeno cheddar bread. So if you get annoyed at me eating, I just wanted you to know what I'm eating, and it is freaking amazing. Why would my laptop say I'm not connected? Yeah, not direct. How about Wi-Fi? Piece of junk. So we've got some free knives tonight, guys, and as always, these need to go to a needing home. If you don't need them, don't request them. Or if you don't know someone who needs them, don't request them. Let me know if the sound is working well. Let's see here. All right, guys. Good to have y'all. So the quality looks really crappy here on my computer. I hope it's not this crappy for you guys. Oh, that looks better. Sorry for the mess and the table and the general disaster here. I just got this these new gloves from First Spear. They are so far really sick, super lightweight, which I want. When I was in, I had a pair of Under Armour gloves that were this lightweight, but they only lasted maybe 5 field problems. Hopefully these will last better. We will see. I'll have a review up of those once I know. Tonight, anybody who would like an Alpen Squirrel patch, who orders a knife, who bids on a knife and wins, can add a patch for $10. If you don't win a knife and don't get a patch, they are available in stock at at beachandtactical.com. So here's how this is going to work tonight, guys. I'm sure that I'll have to reiterate this. The PayPal address is beachmaster777 at googlemail.com or Gmail. I'm going to leave this here and I'm going to pin it in the comments. If you win a knife, you must email me at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com. And if I do not reply within 24 hours, send me a message somewhere else. Make sure that you get a hold of me. So let me give you a pinned comment here. All right, let's pin this here. All right, so everybody should see that, beachmaster777 at gmail.com, and I need you to email me at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com, and in the subject line, put what knife it is that you won. So, squirrel dumplings are the way. Quick recap on my latest video. Prices will be changing. on my Exodus knife and tool products. There will be an upcharge for my blade and handle options, and I do include the cost of shipping in the price of my knives. So if you want an affordable, a bare bones, the most for your money Exodus knife and tool product, you'll get it through White River Knives or any of our retailers that will be carrying our knives. DLT got a run recently, sold out in a few minutes, and I'm sure others will get some soon. But my knives will be more expensive because I'm going to be offering exactly the knife that I want to offer. I'm super excited about it. My last live auction, Dax, was incredibly annoying. What you missed in the live stream. Oh, nothing. Just that we're doing a knife auction, basically. And we've got a PayPal email that you'll pay to. And we've got an email that I need you to contact me at. So you didn't really miss anything. Okay. So, Rambo, it is going well. We are going to save the free knives for the last thing. And again, guys, on your honor, if you don't need the knife, please don't request it for free. However, if you know someone that truly does need it, that you think will benefit from it, and most importantly, use it, then hit me up. So the free knives are this Schrade, this Smith & Wesson, and another Cold Steel GI Tanto. I'm going to get those out of the way now. We're going to save that for later. FJ, glad you got it, man. I don't know how YouTube payments work, so I still haven't gotten that money, but it's not a problem. So just so everybody watching this knows, we do not do YouTube payments. It is what it is. Doggone YouTube. All right. So what is the ETA on the mutants? Man, I wish the mutants were coming soon. I was hoping that they would be in my next custom batch, but I think it's going to be well after Blade Show. If I can get a run of mutants by the end of the year, I'm going to be very happy. I'm sorry to say that. So tonight, what we can do is we can go in order from 4 to 7, or we can do whichever one you guys want to do first. This is an Exodus Knife and Tool Bear Force Knives collab knife. This is an Essie JG3. This is a Paul Larocca Custom Jacobs EDC and ADC RV2. This is an Ontario Afghan. Actually one of my favorite knives, but I have a custom version. And pull these out. What's up, Knife Survival? Good to have you, man. So, here's the deal. The Essie JG3 is one of my favorite knives. You can tell it's definitely got my patina that I'm so famous for. This bead I actually love. It's an Exotac bead. The handles, scales were customized by a D-bag who I won't name, but they are nice. And the sheath is an Armatis Carry Solutions. One of my favorite knives. It's also very rare because it has the Camp Lore logo. Square spine, fantastic knife. The Jacobs EDC has always been one of my favorite custom knives. I bought this. This is the first one ever offered. I think it's a pretty popular model for him. I don't know. But this is the first model. Burlap micarta, scales, and ADCRV2 steel. So FJ, I know you're a man of honor. I'm thinking that maybe the payment from Super Chat will hit when I get a Google AdSense payment. I'm not exactly sure. Seriously, don't worry about it. You did your part. We just need to figure out how it is that Google does their part. Super, don't worry about it, man. It's not on you at all. I wouldn't have even mentioned it. I just want other people to know that that we don't do super chat at this point, and we learned, and seriously, no biggie. All right, so the Ontario Falcon, if you guys are not familiar, like I said, this is actually one of my favorite knives. It's a thick boy at 1/4 of an inch thick with only a 4-inch blade. Grind is pretty doggone good. Nice tip. One of the best quality Ontario knives I've ever had. I had to decide between selling this one and my custom one that was done by Terry Taylor. I decided to keep the custom. This thing's been beat on. As you can see, a lot of the finish has come off, but no issues with the integrity at all. Freaking love this knife. But I mean, you can see when you buy an Ontario, you can see the milling marks or the cutting along the spine of the knife. You are getting less for your money than you would with an Essie or a Becker. That is why the prices are more affordable. And even when the knife is done fantastically well, grind-wise, like this one is, the value of those other knives is still there. I really love this knife, though. This is, like, I think, a good example. If I wasn't going to hand my kid a Mora, and if Ontario was trustworthy enough to make knives and continue making knives for the long term so that you didn't have to worry about warranty not getting, you know, the knife that you bought in your warranty, this would be what I would think of as the knife that I would get my kids when they're starting off. But great knife. So if you guys want, we can wait for a little while and cut the talk shop or whatever you guys want. I'll wait until some more people get on here. Or if one of you guys wants to get one of these knives and start bidding quickly before a lot of people show up, you know, that's a strategy that you can use as well. FJ, I know, man. Like, I'll let you know if anything goes wrong, but seriously, I don't think anything will go wrong. And even if it did, it's not your fault. I'm sure they took your money, so I really don't want you to worry about it, man. Richard Clark asked, am I doing PT? Do you mean physical therapy or morning PT type exercise? Let me know. I'm gonna eat some more of this crazy good bread. This is actually my dinner tonight. The wife's gone, so I'm having milk and cheese jalapeno bread for dinner. Fitness, yeah, I'm always working out. I'm not doing PT like I should when it comes to running. I gotta start running again, but I gotta wait till my ankle gets better after the last surgery. So, what's up? I think I missed something up here. Oh, no. Knife number 4. If you mean the Exodus Knife and Tool collab made by Bear Forest Knives, we can get started on that. This is green and black G10 handles with an orange liner, saber ground, square spine. Comes with a Kydex sheath. Thanks for checking in, Richard. I appreciate that, man. We all got to keep each other honest. Koi Hog. If you want, if this is the knife that you want, we can start the bidding. Let me know. So on the topic of PT, I hate running. I was, all right, starting the bid. $50 is a little bit low, but usually I'd start the starting or give the starting bid, but I guess we will go with it. We'll start the starting bid on the Exodus Knife and Tool collab knife at $50. MSRP on these, I believe, was $150. These are handmade by my friend Garrett in California. This is one of his early knives from Bear Force Knives. So not only are you getting a piece of Exodus Knife and Tool history, you're also getting a piece of Bear Force Knives history. He's a good guy. He makes a good knife. We are starting the bid at $50. Since we're a little bit slow tonight, we're going to give this a good bit of time here. And I tell you what else, I'm going to move the other knives off to the side so that everybody knows exactly what we are talking about here. We are talking about, what's up, Brown Sugar? The Exodus Knife and Tool collab knife starting at $50 shipped. And for anybody who has just gotten on here, if you want to place a bid on a knife, the payments go to beachmaster777@gmail.com. And I ask that you email me immediately at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com after you win. Once we are done tonight, I have 3 knives that I will be giving away to somebody in need or somebody who knows somebody in need. Good to hear, Brown Sugar. Yeah, I feel that. Wish I was doing more working and, more relaxing and less working. See number 5 up close. Essie JG3, one of the rare old ones with the Camp Lore logo. Modified, very comfortable. Micarta handle scales, Exotac bead, Armatis carry solutions, Scout carry sheath, good retention, good pop. We are currently bidding on the Exodus Knife and Tool Bear Force Knives collab knife. By the way, the last one that sold last week went for $135. Let me know. We need at least one other person to bid, or we'll move this aside and come back to it later. What's the weight like? Probably 4 or 5 ounces, not much. Before the 50, all right, we have a bid of 60, 75. It is on. Before the bid with physical therapy, I was saying I hate running, but I'm good at it. So what I'm going to do to motivate myself, to force myself to run, is enter a competition later in the summer. I think that's a way that more people should try to motivate themselves to exercise. I think it's called One Tough Mudder or something like that. It's not the Tough Mudder. I've done the Tough Mudder in the past, but hopefully that's going to get me into better shape. The current bid is $75 on the Exodus Knife and Tool collab knife. That is $75 shipped to Coyote Snipe. So if anybody wants to continue to bid on that, let me know. We're going to give it a little bit of time since things are going a little slow tonight. I noticed in the video there's quite a bit of lag between what I'm saying and what's actually going on. So that's a little bit frustrating. $100 from Quahog. $100. FJ, I haven't made the sear pouches in quite some time. It's something that I want to get back into, but I need to find quality manufacturer because I can't make any money doing them because I'm too slow. And when I make them, the quality is not what I want it to be. So I need someone who can do the quality that I want, ideally in small enough quantity for me to afford it and at a good enough price for me to afford it and for my customers to afford it. So that will probably be a little ways out. We are currently at $100 on the Exodus Knife and Tool Bear Forest Knives collab knife with Kydex Sheath. Retention is decent. Sheath is good, acceptable, not bad. It is not quite on the level of our Matis Carry Solutions, but it is not bad. No shake, no rattle, good retention, universal mounting so that however you want to wear it, whether you want to put an IWB strap on it, ulti-clip, or a belt loop or anything else custom, you could easily do that. Sweet J, what's up? Number 6 is the Paul Larocca Knives Jacobs Edc. I'll pull that out here again shortly after this one goes. Trent, let me know what you mean by not there yet. I'm only going to give this a couple more minutes on this auction. Again, normally I'd already be calling it by now, but we're a little bit slow tonight, so I want to give it a little bit of time. We're currently at $100. Also, the lag between what I'm saying and between what you're seeing is pretty large, which is disappointing. Oh, I got you. The Ontario Bushcrafter, I didn't pull it out today because I'm going to do this more often with less knives. Last time it didn't go very smoothly. So tonight I want to do fewer knives, but actually hopefully get through them. And also I want to make a YouTube video on it. So the Scrapyard Knife Works knife has a few videos that I need to do, so I'm not going to sell it yet. The Ontario, I need to do a quick video on it, and hopefully I'll do that this week. We have a bid of $105 from Necro Nurse on the Exodus Knife and Tool Bear Force Knives collab. If we stay this slow, guys, we'll go ahead and call it pretty quick. So we'll give it about a minute before the next bid and call it, if, depending on how this goes. $125 for Quahog. 125, yep. Give it about a minute. All right, guys, let's, if we don't get another bid here in a second, we'll wrap this up. Do a little doom, 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 doom. All right, and let's call it 125 to Quahog. Man, I say everybody's name wrong, so if you want to let me know how to pronounce that on there, you let me know. 125, it is sold. Thank you very much. And we'll move on to the next blade, whichever blade y'all are wanting to bid on. So pull these others out. And if nobody wants to bid on one of the knives, that's fine. We can just skip it and move right along. It'll just give me more product to use at a later time. Congratulations, Quahog. Someone requested to look at number 6 up close, I think, or was it 5? I guess I'll have to scroll up. All right, someone asked to see number 5 up close. I think I already did that. I can do it again. Whichever knife, guys, somebody wants to bid on next, we can do that. If you guys would like any kind of signature or anything like that, let me know. And also let me know in your email, because I'd hate to forget it. I cannot see your comments from the live stream. So, you know, if you tell me you want something special done in the comments, I'm probably willing to do it, but I could very well forget if you do not include it in the email. So, I mean, you can pay and then send me an email. You can email me and then pay. I mean, either or, as long as both of them get done. I'm actually still having some problems from where I have still not received an email from one buyer from last week's auction. If I can't get a hold of them in too long a time, I'll probably, I don't know if I got the money or not. I'd have to check. I don't want to resell it. I can't resell it if he paid me, but I can't ship it to him if he doesn't send me an email and I don't get his email address. So it's kind of crappy. Knives 1, 2, and 3. We have a small Schrade. It will be for free at the end of this video for anyone who needs it or anyone who knows someone who needs it. I will ship it at my expense. The second knife is a Smith & Wesson. It is Chinese made, but it's a sharp little knife and a good little throwaway knock around for fishing or whatever else, maybe a kid's knife. And number 3 is another cold steel GI Tanto. I don't even know who gave me these knives, to be honest. I've had them for years. So I don't really like them, but for a kid's knockaround, again, I'm sure it's fantastic. But I want to wait to do the free knives for the end of the video. And the free knives don't have to go, guys. You know, if you don't want to bid on them because you know that you don't actually need them and you don't know anybody that actually needs them or whatever, then we'll save them for another time, or when I have a bushcraft gathering, I can give them away or whatever. Number 3. It's got a good edge on it. Whew, that's nice. And that's the thing, guys. FJ just mentioned that he got this same knife for his son last time. Your son's first 1, 2, 3, 5 knives don't need to be really nice knives. They don't even need to be Essie quality. Chances are they're going to get lost or they're going to get smashed against rocks. It's part of the learning experience, and I think that these, a lot of these brands, even Cold Steel and Schrade and Smith and Wesson and whoever, offer a lot of value for that. Now, I'll probably get a Mora companion for my kids to start them off. Trent asked why I don't like the Cold Steel Tanto. Well, the factory edge geometry is awful. The handle is kind of awful, all things considered. It's just not a knife that does anything for me. I don't really like Tantos. The point doesn't really do me any favors. This one actually has a spine that's a little bit sharp here. So that might be less than ideal for a kid, or maybe not. You just depend on what you if you bid on it. But not my bag of chips. Even for the price of these, I think that there are better options out there for a knockaround knife. So the Moras are just unbeatable, man. Nobody can compete with them. Goodness gracious. Nobody can compete with a Mora for bang for the buck. So guys, if we don't have anybody that wants to bid on these 3 knives, then we can go into the freebies. We can continue to wait for a while. I want to mention that I will be setting the starting bid price because if the collab knife did go for $50 or $55, I'd be losing out pretty hard on that after shipping. I would do it since I went along with it, but from here on out, I'm gonna set the starting bids. Okay, so someone said $80 on 5. I just talked about starting bids. However, $80 I think is a very fair starting bid. So we will start on number 5 at $80. I mentioned I wouldn't mention the guy who did these handle scales, but actually I guess I will because I really don't care. These were done by Modified Essie. I don't think he does scales anymore. I don't recommend that you send anything to him because he stole from me. The dude offered, out of his own volition to do free work for me and then kept my stuff. He had a really good reputation with Essie for a long time. He was like the go-to guy. And then he just started doing other work and kind of started blowing people off. Maybe he started doing drugs. I have no idea. But a lot of people got screwed over by him. So he did fantastic work. These scales are very comfortable. Again, the bead is from Exotac. Very nice bead. If I remember right, it might be titanium. I'm not exactly sure. But I'd actually like to have more of these. Very understated and simple, but classy. Bids at $90. And the sheath is aftermarket. It is Armatis Carry Solutions. It's as good of a sheath as you could possibly ask for, really. Maybe there might be a couple custom sheath makers that could do a better job, but nobody's going to complain with the sheath. I think it's phenomenal. I think the mounting method is great. You can also mount an ulti clip in here. Put this in your pocket. It will ride fantastically in your pocket. Just whatever you want to do. Really good deal. FJ said auction some Gransfors axes next time. I only have one. I actually don't even have it. It's something that I'm borrowing, but I'd be all about it. Maybe if you guys want, I will refinish vintage high quality axes and auction them. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, and I'd certainly do it. We have a bid for $100 from Ronnie Whaley on the Essie JG3. If you didn't hear me mention it already, This is serial number 2845. It is actually a bit rare because, as I understand it, the Camplor logo is not used anymore and is hard to find. So, really cool knife. This is one of my favorite Essies. So if it's one of my favorite Essies, why am I selling it? Well, I have my own knife brand. I need to focus on my own knife brand. I like carrying my own knives. So these guys are getting used less. And I'm not sure how that's going to affect my YouTube channel. But it will in some way. Hopefully in a positive way. But I feel like I need to use and review every knife that I have in review 100 times. Keep reviewing it, keep telling people about it, keep using it, keep posting it on Instagram. I've posted this knife probably 100 times on Instagram. I don't. I think, you know, I don't need to hang on to knives forever, which is what got me started on doing this, this style auction. We're currently at $100. I'm going to give this a couple of minutes. And I'm going to grab an axe that I just did that I could use an example of what I could refinish in the future. So I'll be right back. Continue to bid at your will. This is weird. $105 is the current high bid. Let me move these to the side once again so that people know what's going on. We are bidding on the Essie JG5 designed by James Gibson. If you guys didn't know, James Gibson is a really cool guy. I took a class with him. He is a custom knife maker, and I would not mind having one of his knives. I'm a fan. All right, we are Ronnie Whaley at 125. 125. I'll show this axe here. It's a rare Craftsman cedar pattern. They're very hard to find that I refinished. I'll show that after this auction. I'm not going to sell that, I don't think, but in the future I could do something like it, and every axe that I make will be better than the last. All right, so we are at 125, and I'm guessing we can probably finish this up in about the next 30 seconds. Let me see if this piece of junk has a timer thingy on it. Timer. No, I want a stopwatch. Okay, 125, we're going to give it 30 seconds. 130. All right. Let's see here. Reset. We'll give it 30 seconds. 130 for the Essie JG5 and 1095 high carbon steel. A nice patina on this knife. If you really let it go, it can rust, but in my experience, it really doesn't. And the best thing to keep it from rusting is a whole heck of a lot of use. We're at 20 seconds. We have 10 seconds to go here before Necro Nurse is the night's winner. 135, Ronnie Whaley. Let's see here. We'll start this again. 30 seconds. I'll ship this. I'll put some oil on it, but I don't even think oil is necessary, guys. I everyday carry high carbon knives for a long time. Sweating, took class at Tactical Response with them. no problem. 140. All right, we're gonna reset and start. But guys, if you do get a little bit of rust on your blade, a rust eraser is $5 on Amazon. I don't like supporting Amazon, but I want to make this easy for everybody. It's $5. And when you use the rust eraser to knock off surface rust, it leaves patina behind that protects the blade. We are at 155. I will reset and resume 30 seconds. And the more patina you have on your blade, 160, it is a natural form of corrosion resistance. It's a natural form of bluing. So ship it in Cosmoline, yeah. Just slather it. I don't know if you'd ever get that out of this Kydex Sheath. It would take some doing. This is an old Armatis Carry sheath, by the way, actually. It's probably very old. We are at 160, and what's our timer at? Few seconds, and it is one. Ronnie Whaley, you are our winner. I like doing that just because it's funny to hear my dog jump. Ronnie Whaley, please send a payment to the beachmaster777@gmail.com and send me an email at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com. Thank you very much. I hope that you love the knife. I would encourage everybody to check out the Essie forum. It's a fantastic place. And guys, the guys at Essie are fantastic people. I actually got to know a lot of them, believe it or not, through Tactical Response because James Yeager is friends with Jeff Randall. So that's a really cool connection there. And those guys are all about training, just like us Tactical Response gun guys. Okay. So, all right. Congratulations. All right, so guys, if I'm going to get high quality vintage axes and refinish them, I'll do them better than this one. I did this one for myself. The top cut is not even here. It kind of looks like crap. The wood is splintered because of the way that I was knocking it in and out when I was hanging it. And the way that I burnt the handle, I wouldn't do again. This is a premium handle from Whiskey River Trading. I would always use premium handles, by the way, with good grain. This is nice grain. Every axe that I sold would probably be better than the one before it. This would be the starting crappiest point. And I'm going to be honest, for a user, I think this is pretty doggone good. Despite all of the issues it has, I think this is going to be an incredibly solid hang and a practical little axe. I'm going to get a leather mask for it. This axe is kind of special to me because it's the first axe I ever found in a garage sale. Axe hunting. This is the first one I ever found in the wild. It's the only one that I ever found in the wild. And it just happens to be a super rare pattern. So I'm actually hoping that I break or ruin this handle because I want to put a 14, 16, or 18-inch handle on it. But so if vintage refinished axes are something that you're interested in, it's something that I could do an auction here. And the quality of this axe is equal to, if not superior to, Gransford Brooks. Quality American axes are they're just so good. So maybe that's something I'll incorporate in the future. And I will be incorporating Exodus Knife and Tool Special Edition knives in these auctions. So, sorry about that, Jonathan. I can hold the phone up better or something next time. I guess it's just the way it goes. Thomas, what's up? Just so you know, since you just got here, these knives up here we're saving till the end. They are going to be for free for someone who either really needs them or knows somebody who really needs them. They're cheap knives, but they're going to be excellent for somebody, for a kid, or for someone new, or for whatever, for their first learning knife, whatever the case may be. So we're going to give those away at the end. The last two knives that we have for auction, number 6 is a custom Larocca Jacobs Edc. This is the first ever Jacobs Edc. The blade is 80 CRV2. The other knife is one of my favorite knives, an Ontario Falcon. Edge is in excellent condition. It's 1/4 inch thick 5160 with a 4-inch blade, a good choil, excellent design, designed by Justin Gingrich. Someday I might have him make me a custom version. He's a cool guy, and I'd like to have a custom knife from him. Anyways, little bed blow. I'm glad to hear it, man. Larocca is absolutely legit. Absolutely. And this is a legit knife. I mentioned earlier in this live stream that the only reason I'm selling it is because I am going to be really focusing hard on my own knife line, Exodus Knife and Tool. And this is kind of a secret deal that I shouldn't be mentioning, but I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter soon for a new model that's going to be exclusive to Exodus Knife and Tool. I'm going to have to get like 30 grand together. So it's going to be really hard. It's the biggest thing I've ever done, and I need to like have laser guided focus on that. Hops number 9er. I did get rid of the Firecraft 3.5. Another one of my favorite knives, absolutely phenomenal, but it deserved a better home. Model on that 7 again. This is the Ontario Knife and Tool Falcon. The coating has seen better days, as it should. I'm proud of this and this coating. It looks fantastic, but the knife is in perfect condition, as I define perfect condition. The edge is good, no defects, no issues. Whoever buys this, I just helped them along in making this knife look how it was meant to look from the beginning. All right, so if you guys would like to start on either of these, the Larocca Jacobs Edc, we're going to start the bidding at $80 on this. So if anybody wants this, the starting bid has to be $80, and bids are shipping included if you live in America. So $80 shipped, I think, is a steal for this. It's a custom knife. It's fantastic. The starting bid on the Ontario Falcon, this is actually a rare knife now. When it was new and they currently made it, I believe these were only like $50 to $70. I wish they still made them. I wish I could like Ontario more. They piss me off because they could be one of my favorite production brands, and they just crap on themselves. And like as a knife reviewer, I have to be upfront about it. Make sure you look at the SB&L form from government. Might also be a vet-specific loan. Loan. I might, but I would probably ask a couple of people for a personal loan before I went that route. But that might be a good way to go. But I think Kickstarter might be the way to go. Maybe I'm wrong. Kickstarter does take a good bit of your money. We'll see. All right, so a little bed last. If it's my arm or leg in the bottom left center, this is my elbow, so it is my arm. All right, so he asked to see a better up close of the blade of the Falcon and the coating damage. Quarter inch thick, 5160. I'm gonna go open a window real quick. I'm sweating in my own house. Ridiculous. All right. And Dax, I just need you to calm down. Just goose frabble, buddy. All right, so we will start the bidding at $80 shipped on the Larocca, and the bidding on the Falcon we will start at $35 shipped. Kind of hurts my heart to say that, but I want you guys to have the ability to get a really good deal. And that's going to be just a freaking cool knife. All right, Quahog gave the first bid on the Larocca at $80. So we are live on the Larocca at $80. I'm sure you guys already heard it all, but brass pins, natural burlap micarta. You can actually feel the texture of the burlap. It's really nicely done. I like how he did it. Full flat grind, ADCRV2, slight recurve, nice belly. ADCRV2 is a very tough steel, not stainless. You can see that we've got a nice patina built up across it. I am a big time fan. We've got a Kydex sheath with a dangler. Decent retention. I might be able to shake this one out. I'm not going to shake it out. It wouldn't come out on the belt, but I'd like a little bit more snap on it. But it is one of his older sheaths. It is still a very good sheath, especially for the weight of the knife. Button clip on the dangler. So it is a good deal. Ronnie has bid $90. Guys, we're not going to start on the Ontario until we get done with the Larocca here. So, no, we're not going to do the same time. We have 90 on the Larocca. That is $90 shipped. It is a custom knife. Paul Larocca is still making knives. He does a fantastic job. I would like to advertise for him more, but I think, honestly, I think he has as much work as he wants. He's retired. He likes making knives. He makes as many knives as he wants to make. He sells them at a fantastic price. They're excellent quality. And they all sell because he sells them at a good price because he just enjoys making knives. Really cool dude. $95 for the custom Larocca currently. This is a very small knife, guys. I should have a ruler with me. You know what? Let me get a tape measure so that you guys know. So this is a custom knife, 2 3/4 inch blade, 3 1/4 inch handle. For me, this is a very comfortable 4-finger grip. If you are a man's man, it might be a 3-finger grip, but I would say still a comfortable one. Square spine for striking a ferro rod. Necro Nurse, are you going to be at the alumni weekend? We have $100. Ronnie Whaley. Get it a little closer. Okay. Necro Nurse, if you're going to be at the alumni weekend, do you think I should try to do a class there on fire building and knife use? I've been thinking about it. 105 from Necro Nurse. I'm also thinking about going to John Willis's survival thing. I need to be better about getting down there to Camden. Just too many good people. 110, Ronnie. ADCRV2, nicely stained. Now, if you don't like the patina that I've earned on here, the Rust Eraser 000 steel wool or flitz or whatever you like to polish up metal will work, but I would not get rid of the patina, guys. If I were you, I would continue the patina and make it your own because it protects the blade. So 140 to Jonathan. So the best way to get a patina is not to boil in vinegar or whatever. The best way to get a patina is to use your knife every day for cutting food. Get blood on it, get meat on it, use it for cutting fruit, use it for cutting everything, and you will have a beautiful, varied, colored patina that will protect your blade well. We're at 140. I'm going to start the timer up again, guys. We're going to start with 30-second intervals. So I am starting now. 30 seconds. The current high bid is $140. So if we run out of this 30-second timer, we are going to call it for the night. 15 seconds. 15 seconds remaining. I think anybody that wins this will be very happy with it because I don't think that you could not be happy with it. I could be wrong. You know, people, oh, 30 seconds is up. So, Jonathan, you win. Congratulations. Sold. It cracks me up doing that to my puppers. Send me an email at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com. PayPal to beachmaster777@gmail.com. The sheath is a carbon fiber pattern, by the way, and the dangler is removable if you want to go a different route. I think you're going to love this knife. Let me know. By the way, if any of you guys win any of these knives, let me know what you think. Like, I'm excited for you guys because these are knives that I would keep forever because I'm a doggone pack rat, and I just need to not be a pack rat. All right, I believe I said that we would start bidding at $35 on the Falcon. We can give it a second if you guys would like to give it a second. Again, designed by Justin Gingrich. I need to get a knife from him. A really good guy. Just at a 4-inch blade, 1/4 inch thick, 5160, beat up finish the way it should be. I hope that whoever wins this knife continues to beat the snot out of this finish or strips the finish is always a good option. Then you can start building up a nice patina. All right, we are started. $35. Necro Nurse put that up first. I have size large hands. This is a size large glove here. Fits me nice and tight from first spear. So, size large glove. Fits like a glove. And we've got a solid 4-finger handle. Very comfortable grip. Very comfortable choil. Again, I love this knife. But I have a custom version of it that I'm going to probably keep. Maybe someday I'll auction it. Why did my computer just turn off? What's going on? Where's my screen? It's plugged in. What? Why would it turn off? We're not doing this tonight. I'm going to keep going with this regardless, but what in tarnation? There's no reason for my computer to have crapped the bed. Alright guys, I have lost my computer for just a second here. I'm getting it back up now. So, it's plugged in. Piece of junk. I don't know why it turned off. Okay. So, $110 on the Falcon. This is a rare knife. Again, guys, they don't produce it anymore, I don't believe. I hope that they'll produce it again. I'm always bothering Ontario constantly. But they need to bring the whole Ranger lineup back. From the doggone Afghan all the way up. Doggone it, Ontario. All right, we are at $110 shipped. I'm going to start the 30-second timer. So 30 seconds, $110 is the current bid. And you guys do whatever you want with these knives. I would love to see this thing in a good Kydex sheath. I think it really deserves it. Black Bear custom Kydex, Yellow Hawk custom Kydex, really great guys. Maybe even some custom leather. It deserves it. It's a great knife. 9 seconds, 120. We are at 120. I will reset the timer. $120 for the Ontario Falcon. 4-inch blade, 1/4 inch thick, 5160. Fantastic knife. Starting the timer up again. We've got a 30-second timer. Yeah, I don't know why my computer died. What a piece of junk. So, let's see here. 10 seconds left. We are in the last 10 seconds for the Ontario Falcon. 135 for Jonathan Postons. I will restart the timer, and we are starting again. Let me show this up closer here. Yeah, so Ron said whenever he sees the hoarder show, I throw a bunch of stuff away. It's probably, guys, I have a vast knife collection. Even after I get done selling. 135 sold. My dog's not jumping as much from that anymore. He got used to it. 135 to Jonathan Postons. Please send me an email. You've already heard this a billion times, and payment to that. I sincerely hope that, I love this knife. Man, let me know what you think about this thing. Because it's thick, but in my opinion, with the full flat grind, you don't lose any of the practicality with it. It's just a good unit. Any of you guys who just won knives, you can get a patch for $10 if you want. And let me know if you need anything signed or anything like that. Now for the freebies, I will pay the shipping on these. It's the least I could do, especially after such a generous night of sales. Well, let's start off with number 1, guys. This is a Schrade. It is the SCHF 57, a small little knife, good size, good in hand, well-designed knife, decent edge, decent sheath. Really can't complain. It's just a little cheapy. I don't know what steel it is. I'm just gonna be honest. It's got nice micarta scales that are bolted on, nice and thin. I really like thin handles. In fact, if it were me, I would take, I'm really weird about Ranger bands and cordage and stuff on handles. I don't like them, ever. That's just me though, but it is very comfortable. Number 1, Rafi Baum for his nephew. Congratulations. Please send me an email at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com. Put Schrade SCHF 57 or Schrade pocket knife or something in the description box. I will get it shipped to you. I hope that your nephew enjoys the knife. Number 2, this knife was given to me years ago by a fantastic supporter of mine. It's honestly, if it wasn't a Chinese Smith & Wesson, it would be a really, really cool knife. As it is, it's stainless. It'd make a great fishing kit knife. It's a great design. It feels good in hand. It's much nicer than you would think. It is hollow ground. It's slicey. It's just good. So let's see here. If anybody needs a knife or knows someone who needs a knife, be it for bushcraft, fishing, or whatever, let me know. And the first person who claims knife number 2 will get it. Leather sheath. Tooled leather from Smith & Wesson. This is older, so this is probably made by Taylor brand. John Klopp, the knife is yours. Taylor Co. made a much better quality product than most people would think. And Smith & Wesson actually bought the brand, and they brought an some American-made knives to the lineup, but as a whole, I don't think that they're making good decisions. All right, that's number 2. Hey, sorry on number 2, Quahog. John Klopp already took it for his son. So number 3, this is the Cold Steel GI Tanto. This has a reprofiled edge, so it's thinner. It's very sharp. Like, seriously, this is a very sharp knife. This is better than factory. The condition of this is better than it comes from the factory. The spine back here, the swedge is sharp. And the sheath comes with this little ferrule on it. Let's see. If I do this too much, I'm going to cut the cord probably, if I'm going to be honest. Well, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this without Oh, there we go. See, cutting the cord. But last fatal hour. I mean, if you want to give me $20 for it to cover shipping, I guess you can. But I really want, I really want this to go to somebody who needs it. So if you'll give it to me, if you want to pay $20 for it because you really need it, or you know somebody who really needs it, let's do it. But I don't want to sell this to make money. I want somebody to get this who really needs it. How am I sweating so much? It's ridiculous. It must be the light that I'm using. I'm just burning up. Burning up. Who wants number... last fatal hour, man, get back to me. Just let me know. If you really need this thing for $20, I'll send it to you. And I'll appreciate the shipping coverage. It is what it is. But these knives aren't really about the money. I just want to be able to give back. Well, there you go, man. Last fatal hour. Send me, send me payment to Beachmaster777. Send me an email at thepreppersbunkeroutdoors@gmail.com. I want to thank everybody for being involved here. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this. I hope to do it better every time. I feel like tonight went a lot more smoothly than my last attempt did. I do think that in the future we'll have Exodus knife and tool products. I do think, and by the way, when I do Exodus knife and tool products, they will be the rare, most special ones. And I do think that we will do X's. So everybody, I don't know who Josh Homie is or Homie. Everybody, thank you for watching. I hope that you all have a blessed evening. Come again. I just enjoy this a lot. I'm not really good at ending live videos, so I guess that's where we're going to leave it.